It says we're live. It must be true.
It does say we are live and on Facebook.
We're live. Hey, everybody. I don't think anybody's going to see this right just yet. Maybe, I don't know. Make sure you come up to the part where it's live. I don't know how that works. I kind of want to stall a little bit before I tell people, but maybe I'll just say it a couple times. So this is going to be an Ask Us Anything. We'll answer some questions. So we're going to do a magic trick. We're gonna do a fix your funnel because I think we still have one or two in the queue, and we're going to do an Ask Us Anything, which means you can ask a few questions until we get bored with you. I mean, until the time runs out.
And actually, I wanted to make a quick announcement that neither of us discussed, but I think you'll appreciate this. So, guys, some of you have seen us in these lives and interacted with us and think that, hey, I've got a quick question, I'm going to hop over to Messenger. So I just want you to understand that generally you're going to reach me. And as far as T4Me is concerned, I am the least informed individual. What that means is normally I'm going to tell you, hey, I'd love to be able to help you, but I can't because I don't know your answer. So if you need customer service or have questions related to our traffic, who you should be targeting, someone to look over your landing page, that is not me. So I would recommend that you go to our website and use the live chat. Our customer service team is amazing, and they will help you pretty much instantaneously as long as it's during the day. So please, if you need help, don't use Messenger. I'm just not as good as they are.
Nor as attractive.
No, not even close. No. Nope.
Actually, do you even know what either of them look like?
Very tiny pictures. Tiny in Slack. They're the size of an eighth of a dime. So
an eighth of a dime. That sounds like drug parlance right there. I'm gonna get it.
Well, it's not my fault that your brain went there. I didn't do that to you.
All my drug years did.
I have no comment. I plead the fifth because I have no I don't know what drugs are, sir.
Okay. So let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna do a magic trick. But first, is anybody here? Is there any? Oh wait, you just locked up. Uh-oh. What's happening? Do I have a bad internet connection? I put my glasses on and we froze. So I'm gonna jump over to Slack and see if Ross is, hello? One of us froze. I don't know if I'm sitting here talking. That's the problem, isn't it? Let's see. I'm gonna go to Facebook and also see if it's me or if it's Ross. Let me take my glasses off so I can see better. Those are my magic glasses. It looks like it's still live with me with glasses on, hilarious. So am I still alive? I guess okay, wait. Am I still alive? So yeah, it says, am I still alive? Oh, I like watching the thing afterwards. Habada hubada. Let's see what it says for that. So Ross's internet died and he said he's coking back on his cell. I should show you that. Well, I'll do I need at least one person to react if I'm going to do a magic trick. That's the problem. I'm going to need Ross to get back here, but maybe Jonathan or who is that, Phil. So I'm going to show you 3 sets of glasses. I have mirror glasses number 1. I have reading glasses number 2, and I have I don't know, cool trendy sunglasses number 3. Which one of these glasses should I do the magic trick with? So dumb. So there's not much. Oh wow, the words are so funny. It's so dumb. It said sift dumb. Look at the that's hilarious. Reading glasses. Okay, thank you. That makes it easy for me. Thanks, Jonathan. All right, so let me go back to where I'm not watching myself delayed. All right, so reading glasses, let me bring this down here so you guys know I have my reading glasses on. Oh yeah, I need, whoa, it didn't work. I want you to see my table, there we go, and my backpack. Oh, pay no attention to how disgustingly, well, you guys have a not much of a delay, so I'm gonna be able to do this. Still have my glasses on. The glasses have nothing to do with it. I just wanted to see which ones you guys thought looked better. All right, I know what I wanted to do. I want to get rid of the blur background. I don't want you to think that has anything to do with it, although I'm really so I do perform magic. This is my my microphone stand. There's my backpack with magic tricks, and I just throw stuff down there. It's great. There's a great angle. Very, very. There we go. Not as bad. It looks like I'm in a. Okay. Anyway, so I have 3 coins. 1, 2, and 3. So this is a Chinese coin. Just remember this. Actually, remember this. This is an American coin. B, this is a British coin, and C, this is a Chinese coin. So say American, so we're gonna do an American coin, a British coin, and a Chinese coin. So I'm gonna pop back there. The first person to say, just somebody pick one of these. Somebody pick one of these. Just go ahead and say on that one. No, you gotta say, oh, Nancy just said that one. Yeah, I think these are cooler. Where'd they go? I think these are much cooler, but that's okay. The reading glasses, at least I can see. So somebody say American, British, or Chinese. I need to see that in the chat. Not watching myself delayed. All right, so wow, how much of a delay is there then? It seems like there's a huge delay now all of a sudden. That's really weird. Well, okay, great. C, Chinese coin, okay. And then somebody else pick one, America coin. So we're gonna leave the American coin and we're gonna leave the Chinese coin, which means that I have the British coin right here, here. Wait, I gotta go back to where I can see myself better. Okay, there, okay, so you guys can see I have it right here. All right, here we go. Ooh, I think it worked. Here we go. And the American coin, no, the British coin has traveled from here to here. How? How does he do it? Amazing magic. That's how. Amazing magic is how. All right. You guys were all under a crazy hallucination. I'm going to bring it back here. No more crotch shot for us. And also, I am going to teleport over to Ross's room. Gonna go to Ross's house. Nothing's working. He'll come back as soon as he can. So you're gonna see how smart Ross is compared to me, because we'll see how I do. Okay, so first I'm gonna do, so if you guys would please, ask any questions that you have and I'll go check that. So ask any questions that you have about your business, about your online business. So number one thing I know, God, I look so short in Ross's chair. The number one thing, there we go, that I know about is, digital marketing traffic, email traffic, especially. I'm going to do a fixture funnel in just a second. I'm actually going to, I'll stall a little bit and do a second, kind of a second one. Let me pull up what I can. All right, so first I'm going to go to my email. And I apologize for stumbling around a bit. So again, you guys can ask any questions. I don't see one yet. Yes, Larry, I use magic to do it. It is a form of magic. It's a hallucination that you guys are under. By the way, there was no CGI involved. That you would have seen that trick the same if you were standing right here with me. Okay, so let me go to my emails. Give me one sec. I'm going to pull up this. That was weird. Okay, so first I want to pull up this one. Okay, okay, so instead of, so this person asked me, I'm going to pull up the, this over here. This is not officially, oh boy, I just lost the page. Where'd it go? That's funny. Maybe here. Okay, great. There it is. Okay, so sharing screen. Sharing screen. Okay, so great. Okay, so this person wrote me, and it wasn't really a fixture funnel. I was telling him about the new VIP traffic. I sent an email about the new VIP traffic back on July 20th. And he said, thanks for your email. I'd like to buy some top tier for a co-branded funnel with Dean Holland. And he gave me this link. Which niche would this classify as? Is it BizOp or MMO? Just so you guys know, BizOp and MMO is pretty much the same. We'll have a look at the landing page to see if one lists or another within that same category, but there's no difference to us between BizOp and MMO really. Also, have you promoted similar offers recently? And I said, the headline is horrible. This is cold traffic. They don't know Dean. They don't know Russell Brunson. You know, what is the iceberg effect? If I've never heard of it, what's it going to do for me? What's in it for me? Like, I remember, this is not the actual fixture funnel, Ross. Try to come up with a better headline for this person, have a look at it, and think about a better headline. So I basically told him, you know,
Yeah, there's no what's in it for me there.
well, I'm gonna read through what I wrote him so that it's pretty much the same. I put what's in it for me, and they go, "Ooh, a free book? I don't like to read. Free book shows how to get free from rat race." So I actually gave him some suggestions. Free books show how to get free from rat race. Free iceberg effect book turns $10 into $1,000 fast.
Right.
How much money is hidden under the tip of the iceberg? Free book shows you how to get it all. Anyway.
Yeah, I would actually say a must read for anyone involved in affiliate marketing. Then the headline, get your free copy of the iceberg effect today.
Yeah, but what's the iceberg effect? Why do I want it?
Well, but no. The headline goes between them. A must read for anyone involved in affiliate marketing, and then affiliate marketing related headline. Then in much smaller text, get your free copy of the iceberg effect today.
Okay. Well, so affiliate marketing is not good for BizOp/MMO traffic. So just
True.
to be clear, so it needs to be more make money like that. Like I said, free iceberg effect book turns $10 into $1,000 fast. If you feel that it does, $10 into $100 fast can be better. Something like maybe explaining affiliate marketing without calling it affiliate marketing, like with other people's products.
With no staff, no warehouse, no gigantic overhead, all the benefits of doing affiliate marketing without using the term affiliate marketing, because if you do, people looking for BizOp opportunities will not be interested.
Right. So basically I said there's no difference between BizOp and MMO with us. The question is it an IM product or not? So this might be IM for us, and then you'll pay a little bit more, but not much more anymore for an internet marketing list. So that would be the niche if you really want to stick with filtering them through by the affiliate marketing concept, then you would start with IM. But there's a ton more traffic with BizOp MMO, so you're better off trying to make it fit into that. MMO BizOp is for people that are just looking for a way to make money. They may not even have a website yet, or they may have 10 that they never sent traffic to. They're still trying to figure it all out. That's what these lists are. And you're trying to capture them in that, while they're in that search, and get them and keep them in your world, you know, more. And was there anything else down here? So it's weird. I said nobody knows who, did I say that? I told him nobody knows who Dean Holland. Maybe he changed this a bit, because I don't remember there being Russell Brunson on here. This is kind of confusing. Russell Brunson.
Yeah, it is a little.
No, I see. This is probably just straight from Dean.
Yeah.
Or maybe is it Tom? Yeah, maybe Tom. Yeah, Tom.
Special offer from Tom B. Yeah.
Yeah, he might have changed it around a bit. But what is the iceberg effect? That's good. But this is way too much for a link. Like, this is a sales page now for a free book offer. By the way, we've had plenty of free book offers. You know, I mean, whatever. See how it does. I could be wrong, but like, you kind of just need, you know, all of this to be good. I would test that against like all of this for just give me your name and email. Is it really a free book? Is it really a free book, or are they going to be asking for shipping? That's probably what it is. They probably do need this if they're going to ask for shipping. Let's see.
Just cover $8 shipping and handling.
So,
and of course, the first step is give me your email. This is not going to perform well with solo ad traffic or our traffic.
Because the sales page is too long.
Yeah, number one, the sales page is too long. It takes way too long to get to the point or the promise. Yeah, I understand that is your squeeze. That's step.
This is the squeeze. This is the squeeze. That step one is a squeeze, and then so this can be a good funnel. I think it needs to be a little warmer traffic. I'd like to see how it does. Look, you know, people have success with stuff like this. It just needs. I don't know if again, the type of traffic target is BizOp MMO, which is people that are a lot earlier in their journey. They may not know what affiliate marketing is, or they may not, or they may, they may know what it is, but they may not have decided on it yet. And then you're just going to lose a lot of people. With IM, it'll be a good number of people that do some affiliate marketing. Did we get any questions yet, or should we do another? This wasn't really the fix your funnel, to be honest with you. This was just somebody that asked me. He asked me for a headline, but I gave him 4. You know, did you freeze again, mother freaker? You sure did. All right, Ross is frozen again. I guess, you know, that's what happens when you live in Florida instead of Spain. So guess what? We're going to do another fix your funnel. Hold on one sec. Let me pull it up here.
Something's going on with my internet. I have really expensive internet.
Oh, I'm in your room. That's the problem. I'm sucking up all your internet from your room.
Something, man. I'm about ready to break stuff. I do not tolerate this sort of thing well.
Can you say Hulk smash?
If I wanted to smash, I would say Hulk smash, but no,
you wouldn't.
No smash.
Okay.
Not anymore. I don't smash anymore. I behave. So we do not have questions.
Your wife probably doesn't appreciate it that you don't smash.
I'm not commenting on that kind of stuff. She's already got me misbehaving today. So
you smashing today already. It's amazing.
And she's been talking about it all morning. So no, we are not going to discuss that here.
Hey.
Let's dive into Fix Your Funnel. Guys, I have 1 or 2 questions that are like common that I get asked fairly often. I'm sure Harris has a couple as well. We can just do those. But if you have a question, now's the time to take advantage, because Harris and I charge for stuff like this. So take advantage. We're giving it away. So you might as well ask a question if you have one. So why don't we dive into Fix Your Funnel, and hopefully my internet stays functional.
Yeah, I know it. I'm sorry. I think we're done with all the Fix Your Funnels from before, and then I'm just looking through my email. I know that somebody from last week or 2 weeks ago, last week, said he was going to send it in, and he did. And I'm just trying to find that.
Okay.
But what the heck? Okay. It's not fun to watch me. Can you talk? Yeah, go ahead. You have a question. an imaginary question that everybody asks you.
Well, and it's the question I've been asked from like day one, 15, 16 years, and the answer evolves as time goes on. So I am asked all the time, what is the best traffic source? And I've given dickhead answers, excuse me, but honestly, where the one that sends you money, the one where they actually buy your stuff. But the truth is there's actually a formula for finding this. And I'm not going to be able to give you the direct answer. I would love to be able to say TikTok. As far as costs right now, TikTok is probably the best ad network, but that's another conversation for another time. So the best traffic source is going to vary based upon you and your company and what your company does. So that actually consists of a couple of pieces. Number one would be the product, because if you are selling, an example would be vegan candles, it's going to be very different from a training program, because what happens is people would go to Amazon, to Etsy, to eBay to buy custom made candles. Whereas if you're doing training, people would look maybe for a book on Amazon, but otherwise they would go to Udemy, they would go to the Warrior Forum, they would go to JVZoo or ClickBank, or find products that are on those networks by searching Google. So what you sell has a huge impact on where your traffic should be coming from. But a really smart shortcut is to make sure that you're listed somewhere with something on marketplaces. So marketplace being eBay, Etsy, Amazon. Places go to buy stuff, because if you're in the place where they buy stuff, if they're looking for what you have, the odds are you may be able to sell your stuff. And that was actually the shortcut to 6 figures in sales. My first year online was selling stuff on eBay. In fact, I was selling against my suppliers and outselling them. They couldn't figure it out.
So depending on what you're selling, you find the marketplace or marketplaces where that sort of thing is sold and try to dominate there. But then nowadays, I wonder if just being there is enough. Meaning, can you still hear us?
I can. Grabbing my water because I'm thirsty.
Okay.
No, in my opinion, it's not. And that's why it's not the answer, because if it was the answer, that's what I just would have said, marketplace.
Right. So it's more, well, I mean, I think we don't teach much about I don't think we teach much about e-commerce, but I was about to say, like, so, I mean, because Amazon, if you're going to sell on Amazon, you just have to sell on Amazon. You can't really use Amazon as a lead generator. You know, I think the same, I guess this, yeah.
You can.
Maybe
I have a formula for it, amongst many other things.
But with e-commerce?
Yes, with books. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, so you just teach people how to use your products. That's all. Some products you can't. If you sell iPhone cases, you're screwed. You can't do this. You cannot generate leads via selling books on Amazon. But depends on it. Basically, it depends on what you sell. So
let's go back to most of traffic for me and Groove Solo's clients, I would say, are going to be in information products, digital downloads, software, maybe. You know, and you know, we were just talking about this earlier, so let's talk through it a bit. You know, if you have a training product, let's say you have a, you know, something that you want to be a $500, $600 training product. In addition, you know, so you create your funnel for it or what have you. Might you put that up on Udemy, a piece of it up on, and by the way, I'm not talking about my competition that sells solo ads, UDIMI. I'm talking about
Udemy, the learning place.
Udemy, yeah. Like academy, just the letter U and then demi, like academy. And you could put up a $10 or a $20 product there that tells people about your world. I mean, that tells people about, gives them content, of course, gives them great content, but then also introduces them to you and your world, because there's people that go to Udemy. I'm gonna guess that's how you pronounce it. That's a funny thing about
Udemy. I've said it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And people go there looking for a training course, or they go to Google looking for a training course, and that's what comes up. You know.
Yeah.
So, are there others? I guess JVZoo.
There are actually a ton of others, and that's kind of the point with the whole marketplace thing. But while you should use that, it should not be the only place you go. There's also your proficiency which plays into it. If you're great on video, I mean, Harris and I are natural with video stuff. So for us, doing video stuff makes sense. Doing Facebook Lives. Then there is your marketplace. Where are your people?
You see what happened when you were gone. I don't know how natural I am at Facebook Live when my partner's gone. My partner.
Fair enough.
You're my partner.
But all those things are what add up to where you should be, what you should do. You can create a complicated formula, or you can keep it super simple. The simple thing that you should be looking to do, and I have said this before, and then we'll stop and move into the funnel here, is you want to be paying for traffic somewhere. If you can retarget them effectively, you should do that as well. You should be posting content to prove to people that you know what you're doing. And then you should be active on at least 1 or 2 social networks. And that can be part of your content strategy, because that shows that you are functional and active in your business. My Facebook page has not been posted to in years, and that has cost me money. I know it's 2 very specific situations where people were like, your page is dead. Why would I pay you? And it cost me, honestly, it cost me working with jerks, but I'm glad I didn't work with them. But in fact, I literally just ended the conversation with both of them. I was like, okay, cool, see ya. But
I hope they're not watching this.
I don't care. I didn't want their money, so they didn't give me any, and we all walked away happy. So the bottom line is, if you consider those 3 pieces and use them to guide you towards what you should be doing. I mean, if you love to write, you should write. And there are tools out there now where you can use AI to produce video. You don't even need to be in them. Using voices that don't sound robotic. They're okay. They're not quite as good as us on a camera, but they're okay. So yeah. Anyway, let's dive in. What do we have here?
Okay, so first let me read, before you give any comments on this, let me just read what he wrote. Hey, it's Jared Wheeler. You remember Jared from, I think, last week?
I do. Yes.
Thank you so much for accepting my request and offering to view my funnel. I've put this together for it to be my lead magnet and get them on my email list, but my follow-up funnel has a funnel kit offer for $49 to $97. Do you know what funnel kit means?
Not 100%, but if we read this, maybe I'll get a better idea.
I'm looking forward to your upcoming reviews as well. I really appreciate how you guys are pouring into your community. This is also what I aspire to do for the individuals entering my space as well. Dude, my space is over. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so he gave us the landing page, thank you page, and content page. So here's the landing page. It looks like this is supposed to be Blue Ocean, like that's just his company name.
Yeah, well, and I think it's based on the idea of Blue Ocean strategy. It's probably anyway. This is a really nice looking page.
Yeah. Well, so right away, so here's this is taking a lot of space.
Yeah,
we've talked about this on a lot of these calls. So let me just see what it looks like on there's do you only see, yeah, you see, this is my magician video and a testimonial back there. Oh crap, let me cover that. Let's see. Okay, so we'll go this direction with it. So yeah, it's the same idea, right? So first of all, with mobile, you're going to lose your logo for some reason. So you might want to look into that. For experts, coaches, okay, so my point is there's nothing that can happen. Like you remember, we want them to be able to do something above the fold. Whether you're buying traffic from us or buying traffic anywhere, you want them to be able to do something without scrolling. This is the case whether they're on mobile or on a desktop in this case. So this needs to get up higher. And then let's have a look. For experts, coaches, and professionals who need help creating a sellable offer. No catch here, just free training on how to create an incredible offer that sells without spending a dime on ads. I think that's pretty good.
The only thing I'll say is I would want to test not focusing on free can bring us people that don't want to spend any money no matter what we do. So I'm not saying it's bad, because I don't think it is. I'm saying I would test something against it to make sure that the lead quality was as high as I want.
And then what if you had some notion of this being like to introduce you to me, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm giving you something for free to introduce you to me so that they know that this is the only free thing that you're doing.
See, I like that. So instead of, just no catch here, just free training. I understand that the world is skeptical, and that's absolutely true. But the world also wants to know, okay, so you're going to give me all this stuff, and then when are you asking me to slit my wrists so I can get your help, or sell my arm to get the other help that you're going to offer me? Being transparent with your offers can lead you to incredible clients and an incredible income. So focusing on free, I would actually test. If I were in your shoes, I would test against it before I ever ask you to give me a penny. I'm going to help you produce a coaching offer that makes you money, or that's easy to sell, or that has people flocking to you. Then I'll show you what I can do if you want to pay me, or something like that. Or don't even go into later. I'll show you what to do when you want to pay me for help. So I'm not going to ask you for a nickel. I'm going to help you create an offer that people are going to stumble over themselves to get their hands on. Just fill in the form below. That's it. All the other stuff on the page should go.
So I want to cover a few things here. So this needs to, it looks good, but if we dig in, it's not good. So first of all, yes, I want this blue ocean blueprint. You want that above the fold. Number two, which means you could move all of this to the left and all of maybe this to the right. Maybe that's your solution. Maybe this plus how to create is below the yes I want. I'm just going to give you everything that I'm going to give you, like what's coming to mind. This seems false to me.
Yeah.
You just offered this free thing. I don't understand why I only have 6 hours to get it. 6 hours is too long.
You're giving them a one-time offer that's not. It really isn't a one-time offer. If they leave and come back, I'm assuming the timer's going to restart, which removes all credibility you have.
Yeah, I'm probably giving a little too much. Maybe email us if you have questions. I was smart enough to figure out what this meant. I'm not saying I'm the most intelligent person in the world, but BLUOCN, maybe everybody's not going to jump to it. No, number one. Number two, even if they're like, oh, that's like a license plate that means blue ocean, they might not know of the blue ocean concept. You don't talk about for experts, coaches, and professionals who need help creating a sellable offer. Maybe it needs to be for experts, coaches, and professionals who need help becoming the only solution in their market. The only
obvious choice in their market.
Choice, the only logical. I don't know, like if this blue ocean is him, or so anyway. I love the term client acquisition coach. I think that's really good. I love your posture and your smile. I feel like you're somebody, that I could sit across the table with and you'd help me with my business. Again, this doesn't have meaning to everybody. The blue OCN doesn't have meaning to everybody. So you might want to either embed that, but even here's the place to put it. I'm your client acquisition coach, founder of Blue Ocean Business Blueprint. Blue Ocean means boom, and then I help experts, professionals, and coaches close 3 to 4, yada yada. This is all probably fine. Yellow. This is all probably fine. Discover how experts and coaches create their perfect offer. So this is nothing of like this blue ocean thing doesn't mean anything now. It's just 6 letters. 6 weird letters. 6 weird letters if you don't know what they are. Okay. And that's it. That's so the idea of marketing is you want somebody to however they got here, they just climbed up a slide at the theme park, one of those big tall slides. They just walked all the way up that slide. You know, the slides that are fun. You sit on a potato sack or something, and you slide down them. They still have those in America, or has insurance companies shut them down?
Actually, I haven't seen one of those in a really long time, but
Oh
it
my
might be
God,
because
they're
of where
so
I am.
fun. They're so fun. And the best thing is my weight is an advantage. I always beat my kids down that. But anyway, the point is they climbed up that slide. It took you and them a lot of work to get here. Now you want them to just sit on the freaking potato sack and have their freaking ride. And at the end, I want to do it again, which means I want to give you money. So so for me, you don't want any hooks or grabs, or you don't want it to flatten out too much to where they're like, oh, I just stopped. It's happened to me on a water slide before where I'm just like, oh, it stopped. What am I going to do? Right. So, you know, this BLUOCN is one of those, like, oh, okay, I don't know what that is.
Well,
you know,
so there's actually a strategy when you create your own terminology, and in marketing, it can be really effective. But what I would do is dump everything below the fold, below the button, and not mention what blue OCN is. I would explain what that is on the next page where I'm assuming you have an offer to get them to buy something, or when you make the offer to get them to buy something. That's when I would talk about what it is, and then go into the terminology and what it will mean to them. Make sure you're not just explaining, here's what my business stands for, here's what my brand is. Okay, so you're expanding your access to them, but you're not making an offer. Okay.
Yeah, no. Click here for access. I think that's an offer. There's a video here. Didn't you see the explosion? That must be
I
an
did see
important
the
video.
explosion.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna do it again.
That is good.
There it is. So, but this is good. This is an animated GIF thumbnail, whatever you want to call it. And I have a little bouncy thing to hit play. Click here for access. I didn't watch the video. There's an explosion. I'm not going to watch all 4 minutes. I just want to see the beginning.
I like the beginning too. Okay, so it's a loom, which is even better. All right, so
it is
a loom.
Okay.
You can see on the left.
That's why it's 5 minutes. That's why it's less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, so I don't know if this, I think it might explain what the blueprint is, but not much about what the brand is, what the BLUOCN is. So if you don't think people are going to get hooked on that, away from it, then, you know, that's fine, I guess. I don't know if I agree, but we're allowed to disagree. I would think about it. I don't think it's the biggest problem with the first page.
Sure.
So let me see what click here for access is. Oh, yeah, he gave me that link. So it's selling on a master class.
Okay.
Oh, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Download the business.
Yeah, it's a ton of content. The odds of people actually going through this, buddy, are really low.
Yeah, I mean, it might be better to step them through it with an email follow-up sequence.
Yeah, this is a whole course you're giving away for nothing, dude. So what happens is when people don't pay for stuff like this, they don't see the value. So the odds of someone actually going through it all are really, really slim. What I would do if I were in your shoes is give them access to one piece at a time. And then at the end, give them kind of a TLDR 8-page PDF that walks them through all the major points. So you can get them to the point where they're comfortable giving you money. Because
like,
if
man,
all
like
of this
seems like what you should be selling. This seems like what you should be selling for $49 to $97. Holy cow. Like, this is, you know, and then maybe rip one of these out for free, and maybe rip another one out for you know, $9.99 or something like that. But the whole thing for $49, instead of you selling a funnel kit, whatever that is, selling your course here looks valuable. And now those people will be who you focus on becoming like your real clients. You know, as your, I mean, I presume, I mean, maybe I mean, you've almost built yourself up to be somebody who could charge a couple $100 an hour, or 500 a month to have access to you, and they get on a live call in a group one-on-one, and then but you could still probably have sold this thing for 49 or 97 or 297.
Totally.
I mean, you got to work your price up. Call it a 297 course. And I don't know if you've considered this or not, but you've put a lot in. I mean, it seems like you put a lot into this.
You put
or
some
all these
effort, dude. The production quality looks amazing. By the way, few minute warning. We have no questions. There was one question about our product, about what T4Me sells, that I already answered. So if you have a question that would be of value to you for Harris or I, or Harris and I, to answer, this is your last shot before we cut off. Okay.
Yeah. What was the question about traffic?
It was if we would help with a local insurance of some type.
No,
local health insurance.
No,
I was like,
not.
yeah, that's not what we've got.
However, you know what? We haven't told anybody, the people that are watching this, or whoever, if you watch it in the next few days, we're having a 4-day flash sale right now on all of our traffic. All of our premium BizOp traffic is 50 cents. Our new VIP traffic is 70 cents, no matter how many clicks you buy. Our IM traffic is 60 cents. Our health traffic is $1.05, which is as best as I can get that, but it's really good quality for anybody with a health. Crypto Forex is 70 cents.
The prices are all discounted and fairly dramatically for the next couple of days. So
yeah, but you
hop on over.
Go. Yeah. I think this makes me look like maybe who was the guy? Remember David Letterman? He had a his drummer or his band leader. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, I remember him. Yes.
Well, I don't know if he had this going on.
I can't remember his name.
That's all right. Not important. So, Jared, let me know if we've helped. Let me know if we've confused more than helped. But I mean, ultimately, I'd kind of rework this whole offer into, yeah, we're going to give you an introduction to my masterclass for free. And then, hey, while you're here, after you've watched the introduction, one-time offer, instead of it being, $297, I'm going to give it to you for 97. Instead of it being 297, I'm going to give it to you for 49 with these 2 bonuses, and see what happens. I think you're more in the direction for that. And then whatever the funnel kit is, that's just another thing to sell. I don't know if that's your product or somebody else's. This could be a Groove Solos thing, and it could be lingo from Groove Solos that I don't know enough about. But
my closing idea on this is that I think right now most marketplaces, especially BizOp coaching and that sort of stuff, they're not looking for 6-week programs. They're looking for 6-hour programs. So give them a really, really specific freebie that gives them something, a small win that makes you a freaking superhero. Then put the course in front of them like Harris suggested. I think that would have a profound effect on your ability to make money with this sales process, with this offer. And then your funnel kit can be just another upgrade, affiliate promo, side sell, cross sell, whatever that you do, because the truth is you're in business to make money. So I think that giving this away is a mistake. It's too much. And I think it's actually, instead of it bringing people that fall in love with you, I think it's going to prevent them from taking the next steps with you. So if you can give them something free that's really simple, really direct, gives them a small win, then
probably
give them the ability to buy something.
Probably this and your blueprint, something like that. Probably this in your PDF download, and then on the same page, say, one-time offer for the whole thing. So I think you've got something here, and you just need to kind of refocus it and value what you're doing a bit more. By the way, all the videos here are they are quick, Ross. They're all like 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, so maybe you don't want to sell that for $300, but it's a lot to consume. Getting people to sit through 1 5-minute video is a challenge. Getting them to sit through 5 is impossible. If they didn't pay for it, they're just not going to give you the time, buddy.
And also, you can pretty easily up the production value, the presentation value of all this, instead of it just being, pardon my weird word, but vomited on a page that you scroll through. You can, there's, I think Groove has like a content distribution, like a membership aspect. I don't know if
It
this is
does.
Groove or not. It feels like Groove, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is, but we could be
I'm
wrong.
only I'm only assuming Groove because we have, you know, the partnership with Groove. But
Yeah.
whatever it is, I don't know if I think they, you know, you want to do some sort of membership distribution, or like I said before, or both. You know, have an, you know, they're going to get an email every day that's like, hey, here's number two, here's number three, number four, um, uh, and call it a however, you know, $49 for a, how many is there, 10-day challenge, you know, a 9, 8, whatever it is, however many of these are. So anyway, Jared, feel free to, after you've watched this video, if you have any questions, shoot them my way. If we've, you know, we've probably created more questions than answers, but that's our advice for you. And did we get any questions?
We did not. So
That's all right.
amazing to me
You know,
that
well, usually, no, Ross, you know, usually I send an email. This is kind of a flash live stream.
Yeah,
I send an
we did
email and say,
kind of throw it out
respond
quick.
with any questions you have. And I do that for a week, and then we end up with 20 questions. This is like, thanks for everybody for showing up. We shouldn't shame them for not having a question. And don't be
No,
afraid
I'm
to
not
ask
going
questions.
to.
Don't be afraid to ask questions in the future. Yeah, Jared.
Yeah, Jared said he took the route he took because he was having bug issues trying to set up the membership side of things. Jared, what I would recommend instead is to simply put each video on a page, and then you can send them out via email and not really worry too much about protecting them. Just put them on their own page, because what happens is some people with a slow internet connection, it'll have a negative impact on their ability to load all the videos. So having them all on one page, it can cause problems. And this is the kind of tech problem that people angrily scream at you for. You don't want that. Put each video on its own page. And if you'd like, you can even have like a delayed button that'll pop up at 5 minutes, linking them to the next page if you want to give them the ability to just go through.
Yeah. But most importantly, Jared, what did you think of my magic trick? Now, I think you just, I shot him an email as we were starting, so he might have just popped up. He might not have been here the whole time.
No, he's here, and he said, thank you both so much. He was very happy. So
right,
Jared, we are legitimately, as you know, trying to help. You have some pretty cool stuff going on, dude. Keep at it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it, right? That's me pretending to vanish, but I'm no good at it. I have not learned.
We don't have smoke bombs. I could buy a smoke bomb, but it would actually light my dog's tail on fire, since she's between my feet right now.
I really want to get, like, as a magician, I really want to get like the ninja bombs, but I looked into it. It's a real pain in the ass to build them. I do have this. Many of these, but I'm the one that has to clean up the mess. I'm the one that has to
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I used to do it when I did virtual magic shows in the pandemic. I'd pop one of those at the end. It's a lot of fun. So
all right, so that's it. Thank you all for coming. This was fun. Sorry about my
clap again. Clap again. Let me see your dog really liked it.
Was she?
Yeah.
She jump up.
She popped her little head up,
for everyone's joy, she just peed all over me last night right as we were about to go to bed. All over our bed. Had to take everything off. They've been on a medication on it. They were on it for basically since they got spayed, and we decided to pull them off because our dog trainer said that they probably don't need it. Little one needs it because she peed all over me last night at about my bedtime. So yeah, fun.
When I was in high school, I lived in Tampa, near you. I was laying on the couch. I fell asleep on the couch, and I grabbed like this old blanket that was like in the, you know, right next to the couch or whatever. And I woke up to our cat peeing directly on me.
Oy.
Because the blanket had some smell on it or whatever. So the cat was like, I'm gonna mark this territory. Man, yeah. I like woke up and threw the cat across the literally threw the cat across the room. And like I had enough time to go, oh no. And then it just landed on its poor little feet.
Right.
And I was like, oh. They really do land on their poor feet.
Ginny looked up, she was scared. She didn't understand. This is like, you know, dogs are toddlers, basically. She was shook. So there was no anger. It was just annoying. We dealt with it. Everything's now, I think the dryer just finished, actually. It is what it is.
Yeah,
So anyway,
that reminds me of my wife when she said too much to drink, and you're not going to yell at her. She's peed the bed. No, I'm just kidding. She's not.
honey,
She's not
don't pee on the carpet again.
Please don't pee in the kitchen. Anyway, that's not the bathroom. That's the kitchen.
My
Great.
brother
Well,
peed in the closet once,
thanks
but-
everybody for coming, and I'm sure lots of people will see this later. You guys can ask questions below, and then maybe we'll use them on a future one, and maybe I'll be a little bit more prepared for our next Ask Us Anything, so that you guys actually ask us something. Yeah, that's it. Thanks everybody. Goodbye.